I'm Anna and you're watching Food Love. Today I'm making a creamy pasta primavera with roasted vegetables. This dish is so good, but it's also as pretty as it is delicious. Now, if you're a vegetarian or you do meatless Mondays, this serves well as a main dish. Pasta primavera with roasted veggies is filling and satisfying. And if you want to see how I make it, please keep watching. So first, I start by prepping my vegetables. I've got a large zucchini that I cut the ends off of, and then I cut the zucchini into thirds. Now, I'll take one of the thirds at a time, and I'll slice a piece off just to make sure that the zucchini is stable and that it's not moving all over the place while I'm cutting it. Then I will slice that zucchini into about 1/4 inch thick slices, and then I'll cut those slices into matchsticks. I'll do the same with 2 small yellow squash. Trying to make sure that the vegetables are all cut in around the same size. I do this for 2 reasons. The first reason is because it looks really pretty in the final result. And the second reason is because it kind of ensures that all of the vegetables will cook in the same amount of time. So I have a carrot that I did the same thing to, and I have some asparagus, and as you see, I popped the asparagus, and when I did pop it, it naturally broke at the point where the end is fibrous and inedible. So I just took that one and I lined it up with the rest of my asparagus and used that as a guide to cut the fibrous inedible portion from all of the asparagus. Now I have a red pepper here that I've seeded, and I'm cutting that into those thin strips as well. And I have half of a red onion that I'm cutting into thin slices, but not too thin. I also have some cherry tomatoes that I'm cutting in half. And I've got some grape tomatoes, some yellow grape tomatoes that I'm cutting in half lengthwise. Now, once I've prepped all of my veggies, everything's going into a large bowl. And everything looks so pretty and so vibrant. And the key is to make sure that even after the cooking process that the colors are still kind of popping out at you. So I've got a couple of sprigs of fresh thyme. I'm just removing the little leaves from the stems, and then I'm just gonna chop through this with my knife. I'm gonna add that to my raw vegetables, along with some coarse salt and some cracked black pepper, and a nice helping, a nice drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm just gonna get everything all nice and coated, all the vegetables nice and coated with the thyme and the seasonings. And then I have a sheet pan that I've lined with aluminum foil. I ended up using 2 of these sheet pans because I had so much vegetables. And I'm just here basically making sure that all of these veggies are in one single layer before I put them into the oven. And then I'll put these in the oven at 450 degrees for 20 minutes. And this is what they look like when they're done. Still very pretty, green still green, red still vibrant. So now it's time to make our pasta. So I have some boiling water here that I've added a nice helping of kosher salt to. And I'm gonna add my pasta. I'm using farfalle pasta or bow tie pasta, and I'm using 1 pound of this. I'm just gonna give it a stir, and I'm gonna let this go until the pasta is al dente. So I've heated up hot here. We're gonna make our sauce for the pasta primavera. It's just 2 tablespoons of butter to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I have 3 cloves of garlic that I've minced. I've added to the olive oil and butter mixture. Then I'm adding some flour, of course, to thicken the sauce. I'm gonna make sure everything here is all nice and mixed together. All of the flour is mixed well with the butter and olive oil mixture. I'm I'm gonna let this cook for a few moments just to make sure that the raw flour taste is cooked out. That's not a good taste. Then I'm gonna add to this some vegetable stock, and then I'm just gonna stir until this thickens. And once it's thickened, I'm gonna taste it for flavor. So I'll need a little bit more salt and some black pepper. Get that all nice and mixed together. And then I'm gonna hit it with a splash of heavy cream. Now I wanna get this all nice and combined until it's smooth and creamy. Like this. So I'm gonna set this aside on low heat. And in the meantime, I'm gonna shred up some fresh Parmesan cheese. And then I've got about 4 or 5 leaves of fresh basil that I'm going to cut into some thin strips like this. Now I'm gonna take my pasta and I'm gonna add it to that sauce that we made. And I'm just stirring here just to make sure that all of the bow ties are coated in the sauce. Now it's time to add our roasted veggies. Now this may seem like a lot of veggies, and it is, but that's the whole point. So I'm just gonna stir the pasta and the veggies together gently just to make sure everything is well combined. And then I'm going to take that fresh basil that we cut into strips and I'm going to add it to our pasta and veggies. Give that a stir. And then here comes the freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. I'm going to give that a nice stir. And now it's time to plate. Look how beautiful this is. So colorful, and this tastes so good. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I definitely enjoyed making it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any videos, and also connect with me on other social media. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm wishing you joy and lots of food love.